All right, this is a, what is this? A Snowflite MTD. That's got to be an oldie. 826. So 8 horse, 26 cut. Like this one, this Toro's a 724. So what do we have here? Yeah, 24-inch cut. A lot of times, or maybe even most of the time, that's what the numbers mean. So this should be a 26-inch cut. Yep. Got a pretty tall chamber here too, 20-inch tall. So that's a bigger blower. That actually looks just like the Boland's as far as this goes. Here. What do we got going on here? The bolt's too tight. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get it going. I don't think it would be too hard to get it going. Actually, it's got electric start, so let's see if that'll work. Alright, we're gonna need the fuel on, which it was. Yeah, the coil works now. Do that. Oh, it's taped off. So maybe it doesn't work. That's the reason why it's taped off. Probably is. Seems good. Don't like full choke on after it runs a little bit, so let's do some more snow blowing here. Okay, she works pretty good. The old ones don't throw as far as the new ones. It does work pretty good though. Alright, so this thing doesn't move very good at all. So I wanna, yeah, that thing is trying to bend. So I think I'm gonna go under there, get in there and get that working better. And here's the electric starter. Don't sound the best, but it works, right? Alright, so I think I'm going to let it run out of fuel. And then I'm going to tip it on its nose. I don't know if these are going to screw it up or not. That should be fine, I think. So I gotta make sure that this is tight. I'll shut the fuel off and let it run out. And I don't think the oil's going to hurt anything being tipped up. As long as the fuel level is down enough that it's going to be down here when it's tipped up, it should be fine. Alright, so let's get started on this. Is it standard, do you think? It is. Alright, need some batteries. I gotta watch to make sure that the oil isn't coming out of the dipstick hole too. Alright, let's get that thing off the cover here. So much easier with something like this. Should just be 4 bolts, 1/2 inch. Find in here. See if I want to get rid of this thing. I want it to work pretty good. And after this, I can start on the Cub Cadet. Well, this thing's posy right now because this is in here, making it posy. So you take this out, it'll allow this wheel to freewheel. Easier to turn, but it ain't gonna pull as good. So if you don't have a lot of turning in your driveway, you can leave this on, get posy. Okay. So let's see why this is so damn stiff. Because usually this thing here gets dry. You don't want to slide very good. All this stuff here. Okay, so one thing I did notice when running it is there is 2 reverses on here. A reverse, like 1, and then a fast reverse. So both of these should be a reverse speed, but it was going really slow in this reverse 1 forward. So I'm thinking it needs to be adjusted better. But I gotta get it working, shifting smoother first. So this all stays in place. These were oiled, it looks like. So those don't seem bad, it's just this. Looks like it was greased at one point, but it's stiff. I'm getting old. So let's try a little PV blaster, but I don't want it to get on the friction disc or the spinny wheel. So I'll cover it with a grease rag probably. Alright. Put this in here. Even if it got some on it, you can clean it off with like carb cleaner or something like that. Alright, let's see if that's gonna start. Oh, look at that. I think I'm gonna do a whole lot more than that, actually. Let's see, right now it's on like speed 3. And it's all the way over here, which is the fastest speed. Which means that it needs to be adjusted. You can't adjust it up there. It just goes through with the link, so I gotta do it down here. So let's see if I can get it adjusted a little bit better. It's actually bent too a little bit. But I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Yeah, a guy should probably have a lighter oil on that, not like grease, I'm thinking. Let's see if I can get that biatch out of there, huh? Alright, washer in that. So now I'll use a PB again. That's probably not gonna move that easy. So I need it to, oh, it looks like it was broke. It was broke one time too. But that shouldn't affect it at all. Okay, so what way do I gotta go with it? Well, with it all the way down up on the handlebars, I should have to adjust it so it's all the way over this way. So that should be in then. Do it. Now I'm hitting the spot where it's kind of bent. Let's put a 5/16 nut on here, and I'll try and bend it back a little bit. Let's see if I can just adjust it the way it is. Let's just do it half-assed, huh? Once it gets past that bad spot, it should go easier. What I need it to do is I need it to hit all of the speeds where it belongs. It's supposed to. With my luck, that bastard will break off. It ain't going real hard though, so let's try that. I can actually go back the other way a little bit. One turn. I wonder if that's not supposed to be straight. One would think it would be. At least a little straighter than it was. Okay, so let's see what that'll do. So right now it's over all the way, which is fastest speed forward. Actually, there's Speed forward. Now it's starting to go back. This should be neutral here. No, this is first reverse. Or second reverse. I think we got our whole range. Oh yeah! I'm gonna leave it at that and try that. That might be all I gotta do to this thing is just leave that on there. Okay. Let's try that. I'm gonna put the cover. I'm gonna make sure the cover is gonna fit back onto that slot. Because we're gonna need the whole range here. Let's see if it'll clear everything here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm just gonna put the bolts in. I am confident it's gonna work. I shouldn't be, but all right, fuel on. Let's see if it'll go without choke. And I'm gonna check the oil again too. Just because, yeah, you can see it was way up here. But I don't see any that spilled out, so it should be fine. You gotta make sure that these don't leak when you tip it up like that, otherwise you might lose some oil. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna call it a success. It's not perfect the way that the gears work here, but we need a new machine because it's just play in here before it starts moving. So you're actually like 2 notches past before it makes a difference, but it is what it is type thing. Okay, I'm gonna run it again until it runs out of fuel. Shut the fuel off and then work on the cub.